Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and today I'm doing a preview of Hyperstar Run, a upcoming game from Button Shy. And as always, no disclaimer for our crowdfunding coverage. We just want to help you make an informed decision. We don't take money or anything from the publishers. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else. You can also listen to our podcast for reviews and design discussions, or join the conversation and say hi on our Discord. So the theme of Hyperstar Run is that you're supposed to be playing a video game and you're on the final level where you're trying to escape from the base. And you need to progress through a series of cards using buttons you can push from the cards in your hand, as well as using the cards that you pass by. And you have to do that in 4 runs, with each run giving you more information and a stronger hand. And if you can get out before the 4 runs are exhausted, you win. And the line of cards I'm using currently is 10 cards long. That's the standard difficulty. You can cut it down to 9 cards and make the game easier, or go all the way up to 12 cards for expert. But so far I've been about 50-50 with my wins on standard, so I figured this would be a good way to show off. Any extra cards, in this case the 2 that would have extended the line to expert, are not used. I get a set of 3 random cards for my starting hand. Then you always have your short-range teleporter and gravity inverter, these equipment cards that have 2 icons in the upper left in your hand to start. So you'll have 5 cards in your hand to start the game, no matter what difficulty you're at. And while they're in my hand, pretty much the only thing that matters on these cards is the icon in the upper left, or the 2 icons for equipment. And let's just jump right in, because it's really a straightforward game, and then I'll give my thoughts on it later. So we are in run 1. We'll rotate this little guy to show which run we're on. And you put the card above your current level card. And let's look at this. So first of all, we're ignoring this for now. We won't be able to use this icon until we pass this level. And each card has an ability. Swap any 2 cards in the level other than your current level card for this one. And then each card gives you 2 options for passing the card. In this case, I can spend a bullseye and a move, or I can spend 2 defenses. And those will come from the cards in my hand. So for example, I could discard both of these to pass this guy, and that would take me to the next level. Now you'll see this red line and the little icon here. Those are for combos. Basically, if I can get, or if I just luckily have, a lot of reds or blues or green lines in a row, I can defeat a bunch of cards with very low costs. But that doesn't apply here, because you can never combo on your first card. I can't really use this ability in any intelligent way, because I don't know what anything else is on the level yet. You'll slowly be revealing more and more in the level. So here I'm just going to, I guess, use 2 shields and discard them. Your hand, your discard gets back in the beginning of each run, so I will get these cards back in a moment. And I pass on by, and I flip the next card. Now, a few things. Because I passed this card, it now becomes another resource I can use. So I've got the cards in my hand, plus all the cards that I passed. When I use them, I just slide them down like that to show that I've used this icon. And what else do we got? Flip 1 face down card in the level. That's pretty much always useful to do. But how do you use abilities? You have to take a card in your hand, and the first time you use an ability, you flip the card face down. You can only use abilities of the level card you are currently above, and you can only use that ability once before you have to actually beat the card and move on. Now, having a face down card in your hand means that you can't use it for its icon, and then you can use another ability later on by discarding a face down card. So basically, you get 2 ability uses from a single card instead of using it for its icon. And usually the early runs are really about getting information and flipping cards face up. So I am going to go ahead and use this. I'll use my 1 non-double icon card, flip that face down in my hand. And I'm going to reveal the rightmost card, because might as well reveal the one that is hardest to get to in my runs instead of one that I might reach on my own. And it doesn't have any colored lines to build a combo, so yeah, not very useful to know about that yet. But I still need to beat this. Oh, and it looks like either of my equipment cards will beat it, so that's pretty good. Which one do I want to use? I guess I'll use this one, because I'll have 2 green bullseyes from the levels I've passed. So having one on my equipment is not as important. All right, so I have passed that level. Now there's another red, but setting up a combo with this card is not very important, because as you'll see in a moment, when you end a run, you actually take the leftmost card and add it to your hand, so it's not part of the level anymore. It's kind of like you've mastered that early part of the level. So combos are only really useful if they're kind of in the middle or right side of the line. All right, so what's this ability? Choose any card in the level, flip it face up if needed, and swap it with your current level card. And I could at least find out what something is, because at the moment, I mean, I can, this star is anything, so I could use like some of my items. But sure, let's go ahead and discard my face down card. to use this ability. And I don't know, I'm going to go ahead and swap it with this. Okay, that's a green, and it has no ability. Ooh, but I can pass it by pretty easily with these two targeting things, so that's good at least. So yeah, might as well do that. So boop, boop to pass that. And if this had been a green combo line, I would have started the combo by fighting the guy that's highlighted in green, and then I would have only had to pay the combo cost instead of the full enemy cost on the next card. So let's say that like this had been green. By defeating this guy with 2 bullseyes, I then could have used any single button press to pass by this card, but not the case here. We're getting a whole bunch of different colors. What's the ability here? Choose a face-up card among the 4 leftmost cards in the level. Swap it with your current level card. Well, if I hadn't moved the red card that was here all the way over there, that would be really good. Now, I could pass this one by using my equipment for 2 icons and this for a 3rd icon just to find out what this is. But I kind of like this ability, because even though this red doesn't combo with anything, its ability, swap any 2 cards in the level other than your current level card, is really a pretty powerful one for setting up some combos later. So yeah, you know what? I am going to go ahead and use my equipment, flip it face down to swap this with this. They do maintain their used or unused status, by the way, so you can't like swap things to get a second use out of them. And then I clearly can't pass this with just a single blue, but I can use this ability with my face down card because it's a new level card. You can't use the same level card in a row, but if a swap happens, you can. So I can swap any 2 cards in the level other than my current level card, which is perfect. Let's grab our red one from the right and switch it with this face down card, which means now I'll be able to combo at least there in the level. But I'm going to stop my first run there. That was a great first run. I got a lot of cards flipped over. So what happens is I rotate to my number 2. I untap, or whatever you want to call it, unexhaust any cards. I add the leftmost card to my hands. This is a permanent addition, as well as I recover all the cards that I used. Got a decent mix of icons here. And we go at it again, but obviously with better knowledge. So this one lets me flip 1 face down card in the level. I don't really care about that. Although I guess I could maybe find more colors to combo with and do like this kind of stuff. So sure, what do I have too much of? I mean, here I need a shield and something. That'll work perfectly with either of my equipment. I already knew about that. Here, I guess I want to do like 2 bullseyes. I have 1 there. So I don't want to use that card. And then here I want to do 2 shields. So I think I'm going to flip this blue card to use this ability. And once again, I'll flip this. That's another nothing. Okay. All right, then I go over here. Oh, no, I didn't actually beat this. What do I need less of, or what will work less? Yeah, I don't seem to need any blue right now, so let's go and use that to beat this guy. And we go over here, and then I'm going to do bullseye and bullseye to beat that. That gets us to here. So swap any 2 cards in the level other than your current level card. Yeah, there's nothing too useful about that yet, because I don't have enough information to make that good. So, but I do want to do double shields, because that starts me on the combo. Now, importantly, if you use an ability on a level card, you stop comboing. So if I use this ability, then I couldn't just pay the single cost. What do I want to pay? I guess I'll pay a bullseye to combo through. And there's a blue. It doesn't go with anything right now. And I do have a face down card to use this ability. On your current level card and the next card, treat all enemy costs and combo costs as, a star. So that means I could use anything. That's cool. Although this equipment already perfectly matches that guy. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and do that. Although I don't know what the next card is going to be. What options will I have? Just blue and red. I mean, it's okay. I almost have the entire level revealed, which is kind of the more important. Ooh, nice. Free blue combo. You don't get that very often. So I did not beat this with the combo, though, so I can't use it here because I attacked that guy instead of that guy. So I'd have to have 3 of anything. Well, might as well. I just want to see if I can get a good ability usage out of this last face-down card. Oh, it's another red that if I can get like over here or swap them would be great. But it has no ability, and all I've got is a face-down card and a single shield. So not going to happen for right now. That's the end of my run. This card over here comes into my hand. But yeah, I got a ton of combo-tasticness. I should be able to crush this one. Maybe not this run, but definitely by the next run. Because before I start this red combo here, I can use the ability to swap this and this. That'll maintain my blue combo, but also get me a 3-card red combo. I mean, that is the the highway to success right there. Although this card just kind of sucks to start out with, doesn't it? Oh, I do have 2 bullseyes, but do I need those? I don't think I need I don't need them to start the red combo. I need 2 shields, which I have. And then the blue combo, I need 2 arrows, which I will have. Okay, so yeah, I think I should be all right. Beating this first card with my 2. Oh, here, sorry, let me put these down so you can see them better. Using my 2 bullseyes to defeat that one. Okay, now I'm going to use this ability. So I need to keep my 2 shields. But if I use... Oh, I will have 2 arrows. So yeah, I think it's okay. So I'm going to use that to activate this ability, swap any 2 cards in the level other than your current card. Going to swap this red, maintaining the blue combo. And all right, now I need my 2 shields. Boom. And I'm comboing along, so I just want to use something. I need to keep my arrows, so let's use the bullseye. Oh, now I need an arrow. Crud, I'm going to have to waste some stuff here, aren't I? Well, it's okay. I'll use that arrow to keep going. Yeah, because now I need 2 arrows, which means, yeah, I guess I'm going to somewhat waste my arrow card here. Gets me there. Then I need a shield, which I've got. Gets me to there. Okay, now can I just win right now? That equipment will perfectly beat that one. And then that will leave me with shield and double bullseye. Yep, we're good to go. All right, cool. So I don't have to worry about like the abilities here, although I could have used one of them. So I'm doing bullseye and shield for this one. Boop. And then bullseye and shield for that one. And we have escaped the level with 1 run left to go. Heck yeah. And as of now, that's it. You just win. There's no like scoring or anything. They do have an achievement list, which I didn't get. Beat a standard difficulty game with at least 1 equipment card remaining in your hand. Although honestly, I probably could have failed this run on purpose, gotten another card, shortened the level, and then pretty easily with all my combos, kept an equipment card if I wanted to. But yeah, clearly the intent is that I would now move on to hard, because I didn't win my last 2 standard games in a row. But yeah, that's a Hyperstar Run. So what do I think? I think it's pretty fun. My biggest complaint, let's start with that, is that it does seem sometimes somewhat luck-based. Not in that you can't deal with bad luck, but that in good luck, like just happening to get some colors next to each other naturally like I did here, can really make your run a lot easier, because getting those combos I've found is definitely the fast track to success. It just saves you so many icons that you have to spend otherwise. And I guess that is another complaint, that it seems like it's sort of the, I don't know, the obvious intended strategy to just try to use abilities that get combos to be near each other. And so sort of another random element is that if the really good swapping abilities are early on in the game, it can become easier for you to create those combos early. Whereas if you start with some of those in your hand, or they're like at the end of the line, some of the easiest to use swapping abilities, then you might be stuck with a less ideal run. So those are kind of the complaints. But taking that away, I think along the lines of something like ROVE, results-oriented, what does the ROVE stand for? But anyway, like ROVE from Button Shy, I think this is a fun, quick game that takes like 10 seconds to set up and offers a fun optimization puzzle. How can I use the tools available to me to get as far as possible? And the run system is really cool here, because what you're really trying to do, at least as far as I understand the game, is you're trying to get information and unlock tools, right? So even though you know you're not going to win on your first run, the farther you get, the more you know about your line of attack, the more you'll have information to use swaps effectively to get colors next to each other. And then in run 2 and run 3, you try to fine-tune those things. You try to get the level to be the exact specification you need. You find out which icons you need to spend and which ones you want to keep track of. So yeah, I think this one is enjoyable. It's not going to be like in my top Button Shy games of all time list, but I had a good time with it. The theme is fun, the tactical play is engaging, and it's quick to learn. If you play on the highest difficulty, I don't know how you're going to win it consistently. It's very tough. But thanks for watching, everybody. Go check out the Hyperstar Run game page. It should be up as of today. And a special thank you to our biggest Patreon supporters, J. William F., Nick Skeen, Pedro Lucas, Steve Wren, Miles, and Wayne Scott. We'll see you at the next stop.